angled topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television. Nigerian Brands Center Stage highlights the growing importance of showcasing Nigerian products, services, creativity, and innovation through exhibitions and, of course, promotional events. Now, the theme emphasizes giving Nigerian brands the visibility they deserve, both locally and globally. Now, this focuses on creating platforms where businesses can directly interact with consumers, investors, distributors, and partners. Now, by placing Nigerian brands at the forefront, the initiative encourages competitiveness, brand confidence, and market expansion. It also supports the national goal of promoting made in Nigerian goods, strengthening local industries, and boosting economic diversification. Now, ultimately, Nigerian Brand Center Stage represents a call to elevate Nigerian enterprises, celebrate homegrown talent, and position the nation as a hub for creativity, quality, products, and economic opportunity. Hello and welcome to Inside Today. I am Jumai Manson. I am being joined by a very good friend of mine. His name is Bankole Seyi Omonaye. He is the convener of the SOMI Expo Abuja. Do not go anywhere. The program continues shortly. All right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today on Global Television. And it's all about a very important topic. It's Nigerian brands and, of course, center stage. Now, we are here promoting Nigerian brands, made in Nigeria, made products when it comes to a lot of things, when it comes to tailoring, when it comes to food, when it comes to culture. All encompassed. Like I mentioned before, I am being joined by Bankole Seyi Omonaye. He's a convener of SOMI Expo Abuja, and it's great to have you on the program Inside Today. How are you doing today, Seyi?
Fine, thank you, Jumai.
Well done. Yeah. Well done. Now, in your own words, what does the phrase Nigerian Brand Center Stage mean in the context of exhibitions and, of course, promotions in Nigeria?
Okay, so I'm sure you've heard of Dirty December. Mm-hmm. You've also heard of Black Friday.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, so there are brands that have packaged tag phrases like that. Mm-hmm. And it's the time for Nigerian brands to have that visibility that they need. And they need to come out and people need to recognize them as a brand. So they're known locally to produce local items which people buy locally, but we need that global visibility.
It's very important. I completely agree. Now, in your own words, why is it important for Nigerian brands to gain more visibility locally and internationally?
It's really important because, first of all, locally, people have to identify with the brand. So when you go to the stores, you see different products, their brand name on the packaging. So locally, people need to know what is produced locally for them to buy and know the value. Now, internationally, just like how local international brands like Indomie or Toyota have come and gained dominance in Nigeria, we also have to gain that dominance to improve our trade and also increase the GDP of the country.
Now let's look at the area of exhibition. Now, how can exhibitions help businesses grow, thrive when it comes to their customer base and market reach? That exhibition and promotion, how?
Okay, so for exhibitions, it's taking you out of your comfort zone as a business. So whether you're a small brand or a big brand, exhibitions would showcase you to the outside world. So if you're located in a particular region or market, that exhibition takes you out and showcases your brand. So for brands that need more visibility, exhibitions will enhance that visibility and recognition for people coming from different places all over the world.
But let me ask a question. Do you think we as Nigerians, we do a lot when it comes to that promotion of bringing, people say maybe it is stress alone. Oh, please, let me just do my thing and just place it in front of my house or get a shop and place it there when it comes to business, as long as I'm doing business and I'm gaining something. Do you think we make it intentional that we go out and try as much as possible to do these promotions, these exhibitions without, complaining when it comes to the hassle, the stress, getting sponsors, getting this, doing that, knowing that it's going to cause like a global outreach, but we're just laid back or lackadaisical about the whole thing?
I would say it starts with logistics, knowing who to talk to and knowing where to go. Everybody has a role to play when it comes to exhibitions. Like you have the media, like you guys are doing. We have the financiers, we have the exhibitors. These are the stakeholders.
Yes,
we have the
are.
participants, so, and God's so good now, we have the internet that has 20x a lot of things. Before now, it was just television, it was just the landline. Now we have the internet, we have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have channels
Facebook,
of communications.
WhatsApp.
Exactly. And we have things that have been made easier, especially after COVID. You
True.
have more efficient logistic companies. Apart from big brands like we know, we have even smaller ones. So it's about coming up with a good team, having the right idea, having the right strategy, and then that stresses out even for those attending. For instance, we will be organizing an event on the 5th and the 6th of December called the SOMI Expo Abuja, showcasing fashion brands to over 10,000 viewers globally, and that will be present on site to experience these brands, not just fashion brands, but people that wear clothes that also drive cars, right? People that wear clothes also eat. So we're going to have food vendors there. We're going to have people that are into the business of automobiles, selling cars, people that make perfumes, variety of brands that will be centered around fashion, right? So we're building an ecosystem whereby people can come and showcase their products. So it's not going to be stressful because it's something that we have planned properly. We've taken out time for the past 2 years. So I think also a lot goes into planning. If you plan something within 6 months, you get 6 months result. If you plan something for 10 years, like for instance, I'll talk about the movie called Avatar. That movie was produced for 10 years.
10 years.
And that's why I think that was actually the first 3D movie to come out in the world, in the history of the world. But everybody till tomorrow, you'll never forget Avatar, which was produced like maybe 10 or 15 years ago, but it took them 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, looking at this, we're talking about African product made in Nigerian goods and all of that. Do you think as Nigerians, we do not put in our energy and interest when it comes to made in Nigerian products? And by the way, we have talents here.
Oh, we do.
I was watching a documentary, and a Nigerian woman who is a fashion designer also now young girls abroad for their prom night, from their prom, when they go to prom and all of that, actually copy our Nigerian clothing.
Oh, really?
And go for prom. And that is the kind of uniqueness and talent that we have. Do you think that we have this and we know this sort of designs and all of that, we do not buttress or show off what we have enough, especially when it has to do with our made in Nigeria products, when it comes made in Nigeria, when it comes to fashion, our creativity, our talent and all? Do you think we do not make enough effort? We don't, in the words of the Gen Zs, we don't loud it as we should.
Yes, I agree. We should loud it, and I'll say loud it again. I would want to appreciate Nigerians for believing in the Nigerian dream. I don't know if it's a thing, but I think it should be a thing, the Nigerian dream. We have actually embraced our cultures a lot, to a large extent, from jollof rice to kaftan, to wearing ashoke, to wearing our traditional outfits, and even supporting our traditional brands that make automobiles, real estate and different things. So I would want to give Nigerians 70% score, but we can do better in promoting our brands. Like, the first assignment for every Nigerian is that you are an ambassador. So whether you're assigned or not assigned, you are a Nigerian ambassador wherever you go. Even if you have 3 nationalities, say from the US or the UK or Canada, first you're a Nigerian.
That is it.
Yeah.
A proud Nigerian at that. I like that.
Thank
now,
you.
let's quickly go on a very quick break. The program Inside Today continues. Don't forget, Nigerian brands center stage. Stay tuned. That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television. All right, you're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today, and it's all about Nigerian brands center stage. Now, I'm not doing it alone. Like I said, I have a very good friend of mine who is here, and he is Seyi Banks. Of course, Seyi Banks Omonaye, he is here, and of course, he's the convener of SOMI Expo. Now, talking about challenges, really, what challenges do Nigerian brands face in positioning themselves at that center stage? I think we have a lot of competitions when it comes to people, all our African brothers and all of that coming together and putting in more work, putting in that quality, instead of quantity, they put in quality, because we have that. I'm sure, I don't want to, I'm a Nigerian, I'm patriotic, please. So you don't even go, don't look at me with that eye. But at the same time, I think our worries is that we don't put in that quality. But I think we've proven ourselves wrong now. People now, like, I told you I bought something from your store. Amazing. Everyone,
thank you for that.
Unique. I've not seen, and it is unique. Like,
so
I love
much.
it so much. Yeah, I bought something from your store. Yeah, everybody now knows. But at the
global.
same time, it's global. And for the fact that, it's neat. But some people will tell you, Nigerian products, please, it's either fake or there's just something. Why would I go and sponsor a Nigerian-made product? And why are they even promoting Nigerian-made products when they just want to look for the fast way out?
Yeah.
But what would you say to those people that have that mindset?
I think the orientation will actually start from the brands.
Eh,
So a lot of work
like
has
that.
to go into branding.
Exactly.
And branding is not just about having a nice looking logo. It has to do with the ideology of the brand.
Yes.
So what makes the brand tick? What is the story behind the brand? That story builds into the product or the service, and the quality, the attention to detail. So that is the narrative that needs to change, and then the narrative of this customers being perceived as, not taking the brand serious. We begin to see a lot of Nigerian brands are doing that, and
Yes.
like I said, I'll give Nigerians 70%. We've scored high, but 100 is not a bad place.
No.
200%, 300%.
No, it's
Look
not.
at other countries, how they support their brands. That's the culture that we should imbibe.
But let me ask you something, Sheyi. I want to talk about you now, the manufacturers, when it comes to packaging, when it comes to that neatness, when it comes to your brand, be it clothing, be it food, be it shoes, be it Afro music, be it whatever. I think the bulk of the work starts with you first, on how you try to change this orientation that we have. Like for you, you're doing so well. Like I'm so impressed,
Thank
really.
you.
And then for your group of people now, you individuals who are into all of these things, entrepreneurs that come out to showcase Nigerian goods, telling us that, hey, Nigerian goods is what it can last. It's not what you think. That mindset of it not having quality, it's not all about quantity, it's quality. We're giving you the best, so that the good thing about such thing, when you have that customer relationship, is I can always come back. I can refer you home or abroad. So don't you think that most of the manufacturers have a lot to do when it comes to that issue of the product and what they produce to the general public?
Yes. Like I said, the onus lies on the manufacturers.
Yes,
they have to get it right. In fact, a lot of us that are assumed to be getting it right still need to go back to the drawing board, and probably go to countries that have done better than us and get trained and see how things can be done even better than what we're doing now. So for instance, we're in 2025.
Yes.
Next year is 2026.
Yes, it is.
So what is working now is not going to work next year.
Very true.
So we're talking of AI now. A lot is going to change. A lot is going to happen when AI comes full-fledged. So brands in Nigeria need to take attention and look at the trends and work with precision and also alignment with world standards.
I like that. I like the alignment with world standards. Now let's talk about governments and private sectors now. Now, how can they partner to support Nigerian brands in order for, Nigerian brands to take that center stage that we are all beeping for and saying, hey, this is it. Because you see a lot of celebs that I have seen. I've seen Beyonce wear our anchor.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, like I mentioned, the prom of some Americans wearing our beads, all our things, bags and all of that, promoting Nigeria. But how can government, private sectors work hand in hand to include that and say, hey, we must take center stage. We must come out and portray our culture, our traditions, giving it that boost for that world-class exhibition, promotion, and all of that encompass?
So just like the government is stepping in to be part of Dirty December. They saw the potential.
Yes, they did.
Just like I spoke about Avatar, our own Nigerian brand or catchphrase, Dirty December, started with just an interview or a conversation, in-room conversation like this. And two guys said, oh, why don't we do Dirty December or something? I don't know the whole story, but this is 10 years later. And the government has seen the potential. Billions of naira, future billions of dollars will be generated. So now, how can they step into even more? Because Dirty December is just one phenomenon that is a global thing right now. And how government can do this is provide more startup funding, for startups that have fantastic ideas. They're already doing that with DICE and the Ministry of Innovation and all that. I'm following that. So I'll commend the government for putting those structures, but people would need to get more access to, for instance, the Bank of Industry, Smeden. Like for my events, I would have gotten access to that, but because of the time and logistics that comes with it. So if there's an ease of doing business in Nigeria that comes from startup funds being more accessible, also providing stable electricity, and also transportation. These are the bedrock of business. So even without the funding, a lot of entrepreneurs have been empowered by themselves. If we have good electricity or solar, alternative energy, more access to that through low interest loans from the government and from banks, we will build those systems to work for us. The government might not even have to do that much. America as a country, the economy is booming because you have big brands, you know, that have made the country so powerful and strong. The other day we watched CNN and we saw how Trump was talking to Mark Zuckerberg and other CEOs and asking them, oh, how many billions of dollars are you bringing? How? Like a room of 20 to 50 entrepreneurs
really
that have built the economy. So
course.
likewise can be done. I call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to do that with us. We're ready to work with him. We're Nigerians and we'll support him.
Of course, definitely. It's all for the betterment of Nigerians and, of course, Nigeria as a whole to move forward in the global map. Very important. Now, let's talk about innovations now. Now, what role does innovation play in helping Nigerian brands compete globally? You know, we have that a lot. You know, you mentioned AI and all of that, but at the same time, our own, we have talents here. So how can that help boost and give us that shift upward to compete globally when it comes to our brands? So
you mean through exhibitions?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, so, you know, the exhibition gives everybody the physical view of the brand, you know, as against how things have become after COVID, where people now say, okay, I don't want to go that far. I can watch this thing on Instagram or YouTube, make a decision and pay. You know, people have to get used to coming out to see brands, and even brands that have not gain that visibility will come and exhibit and see that, oh, there's actually a different world out there.
Yeah.
And there are other people that I can actually bring into my, you know, patronage. So exhibitions would expose these brands, give them a local view and an international view through using the by using the technologies existing, you know, the internet, using Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp and all of that. Yeah.
You know, sometimes we say the bulk of the work starts with you, the manufacturers, but now we as consumers, we the people that we buy your products and we love your products, we talk about them and all of that as a Nigerian that support made in Nigeria made products. Now, how can we, the consumers, contribute to promoting and supporting Nigerian brands? What can we do?
As a Nigerian,
yes,
your first assignment is to, buy Nigerian, eat Nigerian, drive Nigerian, live Nigerian. You know, that's how the economy of China has moved from a third world economy to being at par with the US.
Exactly.
Right now. So we Nigerians, we're not saying, okay, don't support other West African countries or that, but own what you produce, own what you give, what the earth has given to us in this geographic location. We should own it, use it, export it, you know, recycle it, and do steps 1, 2, 3, like I just said.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll be so proud. Exactly. We'll be so proud to do that.
Exactly. All right, Sheyi. Yeah. I want you to do me a favor. Right now, you are going to look into the camera, this camera, and you're going to speak to someone, maybe brands, and tell them how you can actually achieve what you want through hard work and dedication. Convener Somi Expo Abuja, thank you so much for being a part of the program Inside today. Thank you for being a part of the program. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are most welcome. Now, we talked about this particular Nigerian brands taking center stage. Now, as exhibitions, promotions, and market engagements continue to grow, Nigerians stand as a powerful turning point, one where innovations, creativity, and local excellence can shape a stronger economic future. Now, by supporting Nigerian brands, encouraging quality, and embracing global competitiveness, stakeholders across all sectors contribute to building a vibrant and sustainable economic landscape. All right, thank you all so much for being a part of the program Inside Today. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. I am Jumai Mansin. Have an amazing day ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye.